right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Indianapolis Colts. So here is the punter, Matt Bosher, to get us started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Watch the slant, watch the slant, watch the slant. 25, check 25, check 25. Mike, 51. Next up. Mike, it's our time, guys.
On first down, Taylor. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play that time for the Colts. 49 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. The give to Taylor. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. Check 50, check 50.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
2nd and 1. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
132 fighter.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of start and comes through clean.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off on the Luke Hooker, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Back to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw. And this is caught inside the 5. That one goes for 30 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Now back to throw. Now he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Rabbit. Check safety. Eddie Wilson. Shoot. Wide. Get wide. Check 37. Back.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Punching it in from a yard away. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, first and 10. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it second and 12. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. Back to throw now on first down. Going deep downfield, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 51 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now Mixon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
He's checking.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the Colts 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
They'll run with Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from 4 yards out, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. They'll look to throw here. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10.
Check 9. Rush in. Check.
Now a give, right side. Taylor trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Had to pass there, third and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for third and short, because when it's third and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football. So they wound up passing on a long field goal try, but that works out for them really well. That one's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result not worth it, but there, I think worth it.
Got it.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check back. Check back. Check 52. Check 4.
Nixon with it. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Ready. 10-2 stop. X3. 218. Chop. Let go.
He'll look to throw. Try to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 2nd down now. It's Taylor, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Ready. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. You don't want to know. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want to. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Cameron Brate there to make the grab. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-to-interception ratio is, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
They still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Mixon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. 2nd and 13. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
He's got a man complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. How about the rookie in his NFL debut? Looking sharp. It's 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 49-yard line.
2nd and 6. Dancing to his left. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Bengals grab it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going for the deep ball. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
He can't hit. He's not going to get me. Check three. Let go.
They'll set up a throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was excellent downfield. I think he was more throwing that football away than anything else.
Yeah, absolutely, because everywhere you looked, they were covered.
Sometimes it's better to go ahead and be convinced that there's no place to fit in the football than to go ahead and force it and turn it into a bag play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Second and 10. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Check 24. Check 24. Check, cover. 22. Check, cover. I got it. Cover. Tighten up. Come on.
They're going to look to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Hey, check Mike. Watch 55. All day, baby, all day. Mike 55.
They'll look to throw. He's got his tight end, Burton. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.